All right, let's do this. Welcome back to, here I am. Welcome back to the Brown Paper Bag Show, where the best color of a cup of coffee is the color of a brown paper bag. I'm making bread today, right? I had a craving for bread. I haven't had homemade bread in quite a while. If you haven't seen the videos I've done before on bread, in the link in the description, I'm going to put in sourdough that's gluten-free, and if you just have yeast, that's store-bought yeast, right? The one that can rise in a couple hours or half hour, 40 minutes. Today, I'm doing something different because I made bread last night, and what I wanted to look at was the what do I do if I don't have starter? And for those of you out there who are doing the sourdough starter, don't get overwhelming. I've seen all the, you guys who are actually in the forums it's like your children, right? It's just fucking flour and water. It's very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And there's some great people out there who actually know what they're doing. But baking powder apparently is a substitute. Now I'm making 2 loaves today, and I'll show you how they turn out. Very simple, and you are gonna have to get the consistency right for what you want. I'm using 3 cups of flour, a cup and a half of water as a base. You may have to sit there and add more water and add more flour, whichever works for you, because the consistency will get different. I will tell you, the bread I make out here in Sacramento rises better than the bread I make in Chicago. That's got to be water difference. Lake Michigan water back home, and then Sacramento, whatever you guys are using out here, I don't know. But whenever I prove bread in Chicago, it doesn't rise. If I prove bread out here, it'll rise to here. But then again, too, California's got better weather. It is what it is. I'm making 2 loaves today. Here's the kicker. 1 loaf is simply going to be mixing dry ingredients, flour, baking powder, and salt. You mix them together. Then you add your water, and then you do not knead. You put it on a pan. That's it. The other one, I'm making this, and I'm going to pop it in the oven. I added something, and for all of you who, have queasy stomachs, I apologize. I wanted to see how flavor would go. So Rachel's mom is from across the pond, and she said, "Dominic, darling, I bought you some Marmite to try." And she had said, "It's a little bit of Marmite on your bread, just smear a little bit." And the non-American ways that I am, if you put peanut butter on a piece of toast, you slather that motherfucker on there. Well, I took her suggestion, and I took Marmite. Same thing as Vegemite, for those who remember the Men at Work song. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. I come from a land down under. I fucking like this stuff. A very little bit goes a long way. And for those of you who are sitting there and you see this and you're going, I get it. Marmite tastes like incredibly intensified, super concentrated, overpowered beef bouillon. It's like if you took a cup of hot water and you added 10 bouillon cubes. It's that damn powerful. So what I did in this loaf, and I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, is I put in a teaspoon and a half of Marmite, and it is so thick. It is viscousy, if you will. Whoa! That will shave the hair off your nuts without even a Bic razor. It is dense. It is incredible. Very flavorful. I'm going to put in the oven for 425 for 30 minutes. The thing about bread when you use baking soda and not a yeast is that it doesn't get golden brown, and there's no need to, no proof time, right? So you don't leave it on the counter, and you don't need it. Again, this is yeast as well too, but I looked online, excuse me, and apparently it's a non-rising yeast because it's already been processed through the process of whatever they wind up cooking it, making it to make the Marmite. All right, very short. Your dry ingredients: all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, not baking soda. I put 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, teaspoon and a half of salt, mixed it together with the dry ingredients. I then added in my water, a cup and a half of water, warm. If I needed to add more, I added more, this and that. I wanted it to be a good consistency to where I just folded it around. Awesome. Put it on a pan. This is the Marmite edition. I'm going to put it in the oven. I fuck up in the kitchen so you don't have to. And we're going to see if this slaps or if this is boots. So, all right, I'm going to put this in the oven. We're going to set this on cook time 35. All right, and I will see you. I will not lie. I will let you know how it turns out. But yeah, okay. Wish me luck. I do this stuff so you don't have to. The first loaf, if you cut it and look, again, no golden crust. It's soft. It's not that really dense. It's dense bread. It looks more like the gluten-free bread that I do. I have done sourdough gluten-free. That is a pain in the ass and a process. I found that a specific recipe, again, I'll put the link in the video, for gluten-free bread works very well. You're talking about using honey, I think apple cider vinegar in that one as well too, to get stuff activated. The water ratio is really ridiculous. Gluten-free does taste good if you eat it that day, but if you let it sit for more than maybe a day or two, it gets to be really just shit. But this is okay. Just dense. I like dense bread. Fine, and I like it. That's good for dipping in soup and shit. It's thick. It's a hearty bread, and I'm digging it. I don't have a problem with that one at all. That's pretty good. All right, next one. Let me get some Crystal Light to cleanse the palate here. Oh yeah. This one, I'm not sold on this one. I'm very cautiously optimistic at the abysmal fucking train wreck this is. This is the Marmite infused one for flavor. Wait a second. Again, there's no golden crust to it. I do know that when you make pretzels, how they get that hardened outside browned is you do the exact same thing that you would with dough, bread, right? You knead it, let it rise with the yeast, all that, and then you dip it in boiling water with baking soda in it for about 10 seconds before you bake it, and that turns out to have to be the pretzel. So this is the opposite. There's no color on this at all. It smells good. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually really good. The Marmite, extremely subtle. If you didn't know what Marmite is and I put it in there, you wouldn't even taste it. It's extremely subtle. I like it. Yeah, I would say, again, these are in a pinch recipes, right? You don't want to make flatbread. You want a little bit of a rise. It's just baking powder. And don't go out of your way to the store and buy Marmite if you don't have it. It's not worth it. You probably will not like it. It's an extremely acquired taste. It's like, I love anchovies, so that's how it is. But this turned out to be really good. There's just a very subtle flavor to it. Well, there's a crispiness in the crust, but we know that'll probably go away, especially if you Ziploc it in a bag because that moisture will stay locked in there. Well, all right, that's that. Look. All right, I'm liking it. I'm going to eat them both. This is just a quick, hey, I want to make bread. I'm not going to go out in the 100-degree heat and go to the store and buy yeast, and I don't have the time to make a starter, so there you go. Brown Paper Bag Show. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below what you want us to see. Bacon, whatnot. We do desserts, dinners, all this. We like to eat like we're fat because I am and Rachel's not, and there you go. All right, see you on the next episode. If you haven't, share, like, all that good stuff, and thank you for your support.